The glow up tips for your late 20s.
Yes.
Dude, what are you putting up your butt? This is not.
Ow, dude, you're literally on my...
What do you guys think? Which way are you supposed to wear the eye
It's
patches?
definitely that way.
Hey everyone, welcome to WOW, Woes of Womanhood. Today we are talking about all things self-care in your late 20s because we are now geriatrics.
Woo!
She's actually not 27 just yet.
Yeah, but she keeps grouping me in.
But you're literally like 1 month away from 27.
1.5 months, but yeah, whatever.
So now that we have officially started losing our collagen, I don't know, we thought about taking care of ourselves a little bit better. We're
Right.
becoming young women and need to take care of ourselves as such. So,
It's also a hobby. Self-care, it takes time, it takes effort to research, it takes a lot of dedication. Evolve it into your hobby and it makes everything a little bit more fun. It's not a chore, it's like self-love, so the approach is a little different.
Mal really does enjoy self-care a lot. Personally, I think there's aspects of it I do like, aspects of it that I feel are just a necessity, like do feel like a bit of a chore. But I know it's for the betterment of myself for the long term, so
Yes.
that
It's
makes me feel better.
maintenance to keep our youth, and growing old isn't a bad thing, but we want to look hot and we want to look glowing and we want to look
Right.
radiant. So this
Yeah.
is what we got to do.
It's not even about looking young. I feel like it's about looking like your best self and taking care of yourself. Today we're going to go through a plethora of different products. Obviously you don't need products to improve yourself per se, but we wanted to share our best tips and tricks that we've used along the way and learned along the way, and we found a lot of success with.
We'll go from head to toe and
Love that.
to our fingers as well, and show you what we do to keep ourselves looking this smoking hot. Thank you.
So what are we starting off with today, Mal?
Let's start off with hair because we're going to go head to toe.
And Mal and I have very different hair types, as you can see.
Oh, I have type 9 coils. Like, actually. And people think I have straight hair, but no. This is gone chemical. So my natural hair is like tight type 9 coils.
No.
I'm just joking.
On the list of curly curls, what would you say you are like?
Definitely wavy. So 3. Whatever. Let's not talk about the chart.
Okay.
I'll just say, okay, I wake up with very nappy, like curly hair. Like
No,
this.
but is it a snake S or is it a ring?
It's a snake. And what about you?
When I was younger, like a baby, I used to have like rings, and I have that a little bit at the bottom of my hair. The ones that are like healthier, they're like pretty ringlets.
Okay.
But I think the top hair that's a little bit more heat damaged has turned into an S wave. But if I, rejuvenated my curls, it'd probably be like a little coily.
So we'll have tips for
Each of those different
each
hair types. yeah.
I would say like the only thing I want to touch on in the shower is that you use like those rubber scrubby things that massages your head, and then you use a shampoo and conditioner that doesn't foam or lather too much. It's like very natural, detoxifying.
So I want to say hair health starts with your scalp, actually. And something Mal's really good at is going to head spas and like cleaning her scalp. I think you do that pretty well.
Yeah.
I don't go to head spas as much. I probably should, but I do use, I shampoo twice. I do use 2 shampoos. So I use a detox shampoo, the Way one, and then I use a regular like shampoo as well.
So you wash your hair, that's cool, whatever. And then the first thing you do is drying your hair. And this is where the real hair routine starts. Your microfiber towel.
Mine's the twisty one.
Yeah, I like the twisty one. That's easy. But I have really long hair and really dense hair, so I feel like mine won't fit in that small
You go like
thing.
that, and then you twist it, and put it back.
So it's very important that you get a lot of the water out of your hair before you start blow drying. And then the way you dry your hair is you do patting motions, you kind of massage it like this. You don't want to go like too rough with your hair, because when your hair is wet, that's when it's the most brittle. So you want to be very gentle, but making sure you try and squeeze out a lot of the water.
For curly hair, microfiber towels help reduce frizz. It's actually a good pro tip. Figure out the porosity of your hair by doing a hair test. Take a strand of your hair and put it in a cup of water. I don't know the rest of it. Ask ChatGPT what the result is. But if it floats, it's like, if it floats, is it high porosity? And if it sinks, then it's
How does
low?
your hair sink? It's heavier than water? One strand of hair.
Well, it absorbs water and then it gets heavy.
Oh.
It's a thing. Look it up. Hair test. Hair porosity test. Look it up.
Well, sounds complicated. Now we get to the fun part. I only use large tooth combs. I just do very slow strokes from the bottom up when it's wet. After I do this, I go in with, I didn't really want to show this product because I actually bought this for Melody's birthday and it was like a secret, but this K18 is this new hair brand that has came out and it's extreme like bio.
Did you buy this for me?
Yeah.
I've been having this on my list. I had a little sample size and I finished all of it. It came
like, what
out
the
a while
fuck?
ago. People were like obsessing over it and were like, this is so good for
Really?
helping. Yeah, it was
How's
like a big
new?
thing. And it like it like overtook Olaplex because everyone was like,
Yes.
Olaplex is so bad. K18 actually goes and like helps
Yeah.
heal your hair from the inside. Yeah, it's been a
I don't
thing.
know how real that is, but after I used it, I was like, holy crap, it actually makes my hair extreme smooth. You put this on wet hair, and then you go in with your Dyson hair dryer, and then you dry it until your
Or
hair's
any hair dryer.
Yeah, any hair dryer. So you dry your hair until it's 80% dry, and then I love my dry bar.
Blowout brush?
Yeah,
maybe?
a blowout brush. And you have to be careful with this because you can damage your hair severely if you do it on too dry of a hair and too wet of a hair, of one hair. So
Singular.
you section off your hair, and then what I like to do is circle it inwards like this. Ow. And then outwards like this. But when you let it out, you want to twist it like this. And it will be like a ringlet, and then you twist it, pull it down while it's in a ringlet, and it gives you the best blowout.
I have something similar, but the Revlon one that extremely damages my hair and like
Yeah,
literally
it's-
like pulls
you have
my
to be
hair out of my
careful.
scalp.
To finish it all off, I put another drop of this or a different hair oil. Before I sleep at night, I do my own head massage with this Yaman. It's like this little wiggly thing, and you just put it on your hair and you let it kind of slide down like this, and it stimulates your blood circulation in your scalp. And I swear the next day your hair feels like silky smooth. I know this is a really long routine. I do a hair bonnet. This is like my ride or die. And I think that's my routine. What do you do for your curly hair?
If I come out of the shower, let me talk about if I straighten it.
Okay.
So if I straighten it, I usually just air dry my hair from curly, and then I'll go in with my GHD straightener. But I always use a heat protectant. So this is just the Pantene heat primer. I'm not very particular about it, but it is very important to use a heat protectant. It is proven to help save your hair. So highly recommend a heat
Very important, yeah.
protectant. I also have a Dyson blow dryer, which I've tried to blow dry my hair and give myself a blowout. I'm not an expert at it yet, but I do think the Dyson also helps with heat damage as opposed to a straightener that's super hot. Okay, but if I do curly hair, this is my routine. So I will come out and plop my hair with the microfiber towel, which I already showed. While it's still pretty damp, I'll go in first with my leave-in conditioner. This is from Crown Affair. I put this in and just let it sit while my hair is pretty damp. And then I follow that with a curl cream. This is one I love from Way. However, you can do a curl cream or a styling cream. I also have the styling cream from Day. I love the smell of this one. It's kind of tropically fruit smelling, but I feel like as a product, the Way curl cream definitely is better for like holding the curls. I put some in my hand and I slide it down my curls, and then I put a gel. This is the gel. I use Jelly Soft Curls. I found it from like a curly hair routine video. I don't love it because it does have that kind of like film. I haven't it says no crunch on it, but I feel like it does kind of give a crunch. I haven't perfected my curly hair routine, but this is just what I use. And then finally, I let my hair dry a little bit more. I may diffuse my hair, which I don't do often, but if I do diffuse my hair, I use my Dyson. This is one of the attachments, and I specifically got this kind of Dyson because it has the diffuser attachment.
So what is a diffuser?
It basically spreads the heat out across this big cone. So I flip my hair down and I put this kind of like on my scalp like this.
Okay, good.
And as you're going, you kind of like hover and dry it like that, but it's a whole demo. Then I follow with a hair oil. This is just my Moroccan oil. I
Really
also
nice.
have the Olaplex oil sometimes I use. I also have this one from Sol de Janeiro that I use. So I'm not very picky about my hair oil. But I just followed up with this to help reduce frizz and kind of scrunch the crunch up. That's kind of the final look.
I love it when she has her curly hair down.
I have quite a few things for face. First one being my red light mask. This one's from Higher Dose. I also bought Mel this for her birthday, so we both use this one
All the time.
I feel like it's a good mid-tier red light mask. I've seen good results of plumping and just making my skin a little bit more smooth and have an even texture.
One thing about face skin, if you see any difference, like micro differences, it's already working for you. A lot of face products, they're not gonna change overnight. If you see just a slight difference and you even think, oh, maybe it's just placebo, it's probably working for you.
You have to be consistent.
Yep.
I mean, with any of these products, for the most part,
Yeah.
it is really about consistency. So if you use this about, I want to say like 3 to 4 times a week, you will probably see results.
Yes.
The only thing that is annoying is that you can either set it for 10 minutes or 20 minutes. I usually put it on for 20 minutes. And for me, it kind of bothers my nose a little bit. I don't know about you.
Same. It like lines it out.
Yeah, it like puts lines on your nose, but whatever.
Also, you can't wear glasses with these, so I'm like literally immobile.
But it's definitely worth it. I use it a lot. But also make sure that there's like I don't know if it's like FDA approved or something, but make sure there's just like research on it because some red light masks are just not it. Then something I often follow up with or after my shower, I use this mask that I bought in Japan. Every time I go to Japan, I even ask Mel to bring it back.
Yes.
For me, I love this mask. And I have very dry, flaky skin. I guess I should have prefaced with that. This mask helps a lot. So I also have rosacea. My final product, which is actually one of my newer ones, is this new Face Mini. So what it does is essentially it's like electro pulsing gua sha. And so you put on this activation serum, kind of just like brush it all over your face. And then they have an app where they take you through a tutorial of how you can do it. You can do it along your neck, along your jawline, along your cheeks, and up your forehead and all that jazz. So again, you have to be consistent with it to see results. I just started using it, so I can't really tell you if it's like good or not, but I think it definitely works because it trains the muscles in your face. And I got the new Face Mini version, and I'm pretty happy with the Mini. There's a bigger version too.
I love it. It kind of looks like...
That's what I'll highlight for my face care.
So face care is very complex, I do think, because serums, there's so many out there. Toners, it's like, oh, do I need a toner? Do I need a... Just keep it freaking simple. At the end of the day, you only need Vaseline.
I'm not sure about that. People say Vaseline clogs your pores.
Skin comes from the inside and what you eat. So you can lather up on your face as much as you want. You're not going to get the results if you're not eating clean. I don't really take too much time on my face. First is toner. I love to just like use different toners, but this is from Japan. It was like $10, super cheap. And it's a moisturizing toner. So before I do anything, I tone my face, and then I use this ultra moisturizing gel. Then I go in with, if it's a really dry month, I go in with my virgin olive oil serum. Rarely use this. Then I love to gua sha, and I don't do like a long routine. I feel like that could be better than this like manual gua sha. You have to close your mouth, pull on your skin with your other hand, and then lightly gua sha. So what I like to do with my masseter, hold it here and like kind of wiggle it and then drain it through your neck. This part of your neck tends to get lymphatic buildup, so I like to drain it through my neck and then into my collarbone. I also love my TheraPuff, and I wanted this forever and ever. And I put it in my Christmas list.
Yeah.
And I made sure that my Secret Santa got me this because I was like, I need this TheraFace. I need this TheraFace. And Melody, who is my Secret Santa, got me it. It has a cold and warm button, and it gets really hot or really cold. And it's great for travel. I just do it under my eye.
Especially for traveling, I feel like that's what you wanted it for. like when you're on work travel and you just look dead and you need to revive your face.
Yeah. And then my sunscreen. So I only use Japanese sunscreen because I swear by it. It's called Anessa. It doesn't clog your pores, and it's SPF 50 and then PA++++++. Thank you.
So do we want to move on to body care?
Let's do it.
So I have a few things. For one, I have my dry brush. I typically dry brush, really easy routine before I go into the shower. I start from kind of my shins and I just come up in a very soft motion. You want to do soft strokes. And I come up on my thighs, soft strokes, up on my butt, kind of to the side. Also doing the lymphatic drainage type of thing. You have like lymph nodes kind of along your pelvis, also along your collarbones, armpits. So you just do short strokes across your body, collarbone, up the neck, up the arms, all the way. It helps kind of exfoliate your skin, also helps with circulation and things like cellulite and all that stuff. So again, you have to be regular with it. It doesn't take that long. I just do it quickly before the shower. Don't go hard because it can be kind of an uncomfortable feeling, but just small strokes, it definitely helps.
Before the shower.
Before the shower. This one's from Goop. Also, before the shower, something I do for my keratosis pilaris, which is basically like chicken skin, like the red dots on the back of your arm or on your legs. I got this product recently. It's called Medicube. I use some of it. It's essentially an AHA, BHA like exfoliant where you spray it on your problem areas. So I usually do the back of my arms, some of my forearm and my legs. And you just have to keep it on for a minute before you go into the shower. After you go into the shower and come out, I swear my red dots are like fully gone. But it doesn't last that long. Like the red dots come back, but there's like immediate results right after the shower. They're fully gone. Then after the shower, I kind of have two products I want to share. One of them is the follow-up lotion for my KP. So because I have that, I use this SA lotion from CeraVe, chemical exfoliant hydration for if you have like bumpy skin like that. What has been a huge help for me staying consistent with putting lotion on my whole body is this Honey water balm spray. I actually have the Honey in shower lotion balm thing as well. So if I'm in the shower, I'll use that balm, put it all over my body. It just feels easier to put lotion on when you're in the shower. And then I actually do follow it up with this spray as well. It's essentially like spray lotion. You just spray it all on and rub it in. It just helps for those lazy girl days where you don't want to like lather lotion on your whole body. At least you can spray it on.
You take care of your body so well. Well, I only have one thing I do for my skin other than moisturize with like a cheap ass moisturizer after the shower. Before I go to sleep, I have to double hand cream my hands. And then I always moisturize my cuticles. This is just cuticle oil. What you do is twist and then you put it on your cuticles. But what's really important, and this is what my nail tech has taught me in Japan, is that you want to give an extra pump and then put it in between your fingers and your nails and let it drip down through the gaps.
Love that.
So
I used to think hand cream was like a full joke. Like who actually uses hand cream? But as you get older, you show signs of aging on your neck and your hands the most. So hand cream is so important.
And I wash my hands a lot because I'm just like super germaphobe. So I feel like my hands have gotten really dry over the years.
Oh wait, I want to do a pro tip about the hands thing. Even though I don't use hand cream, I think something that I have incorporated in my routine is whenever I do my skincare, I extend it down to my neck and my hands as well.
And don't forget about your feet because your little stinky ass feet also need love. And I do the same nail routine to my feet as well.
Mal looks at my feet all the time. I have dry ass feet, I have calluses, and I'm just not the best at taking care of my feet, okay? Like, sue me.
I'm gonna do teeth care. Why I'm doing teeth care is that I'm so particular with my teeth. This is my favorite water pick so far. It's a portable water pick.
I was gonna show my water pick, but I don't even use it enough to show it.
But she uses floss, and she also swears by Coco Lab. And Coco Floss is so freaking good, guys. I've used organic flosses. I've used the one from Crest. But I feel like Coco Lab just gets the gunk out. So not sponsored, but I want to be sponsored. I get prescription toothpaste. Prescription part is the amount of fluoride content in here. It's very good for your teeth, especially if you're prone to plaque or cavities. Fluoride toothpaste is very important. You don't do this every day. You just do it maybe 2 or 3 times a week, and it prevents cavities. And then lastly, I am such a clean freak and I want to wash my retainers so there's like absolutely no bacteria on them. And I got this little pod that like does this like ultra vibration thing. I don't know how real it is, but it's better than doing it in like a plastic container.
Mal actually inspired me on this. I did end up buying a pod and threw away my like plastic one, but I got one from Amazon and it has a vibration and it also has a UV light. The last thing I have, which I think you have as well, is my vitamins. I don't know if I can name all my vitamins, but I can tell you a little bit about each one, I think. So I know I take L-glutamine. That's mostly for gut health. I take a woman's probiotic. I take a vitamin D supplement because I am vitamin D deficient. I take this herbal supplement, which helps with stress management because I think I have extreme stress.
You guys, Melody has gone through like labs and like holistic naturopath doctors. So this is like what she actually needs.
But that's what I take.
Always ask your physician if you should be taking any vitamins. Optimally, you get all your vitamins from food, but who has time for that? I just self-medicate.
After all that, consult your doctor, but I just self-medicate.
I keep my stuff really simple. I take magnesium biglycinate. It makes your muscles relaxed.
So recently when I was going through this whole investigation about my vitamins, I also had a magnesium.
Yeah.
And I was looking into it and I realized it was magnesium oxide. So there's
That's not bad.
There's 3 different types of magnesium.
Yes.
And obviously none of them are going to be bad, but that wasn't the one that I wanted. So double check what magnesium you're taking because you may think it's a certain one and it's not.
Yeah. My last one is I just started taking it, my omega-3 fatty acids. I would think like I wouldn't need this because I have fish on a daily basis, but I had the worst period cramps ever in my life last week. And I was asking ChatGPT, like, what can I do? What can I do? It was turmeric, this, and magnesium. And
Is that why?
This is why I'm doing this routine now, guys. My last thing I wanted to touch is period pain. And Melody is an expert at that because she experiences extreme ones that I probably can't even comprehend. Last week was a double whammy because I got the flu and my period. And I thought I was going to die. I'm trying to get away from taking medication and just doing more natural remedies. So I bought this heating pad and I burnt myself the first time I used it. So be careful when you use a heating pad, but I wrapped this around my stomach. And I just learned about castor oil and its ability to reduce inflammation. So I got this tummy wrap, and what you do is you put castor oil on the backside of this and then you put it around your stomach, and apparently it's going to reduce inflammation.
Heat relief or heat therapy is great. I use a hot water bottle. Mal uses an electric one. I think either are great. Love both. The hot water bottle, I found it to be really easy to travel with. And then peppermint tea also is super helpful and just feel like eases inflammation. We covered everything from hair to skin, nails, internally. Any final parting thoughts?
Sleep, food, and exercise, guys. That is what it comes down to.
For sleep, we have our Oura rings. And then for food,
We're working on
it.
But whole foods.
Exercise, find a routine that works for you. That's all you need to glow up in your late 20s.
Thanks, guys. And we'll see you not next Thursday, but the Thursday after that.
Bye.
Bye.